As a holistic healer, and it's so weird trying to tell people. It's so weird trying to tell people. Number one, I'm a scientist. Number two, I'm a biochemist. Number three, I'm a holistic healer. Okay? So I got all three of the best worlds. All three of the best worlds. And it's so insulting when y'all get up here. So-and-so has an asthma blend for asthma. Okay, well, let's talk about herbs. Nobody talks about herbs, and I think y'all should. And all of y'all are getting ripped off. And I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that holistic healer who's just trying to make a sale or just trying to blend a tea just to sell. Listen here, asthma is dangerous. It is deathly. I have chronic exacerbated asthma with acute respiratory failure that gives me tachycardia. You see that? All those three things I just said is a life-threatening condition that no herb. Why didn't I just, hey guys, I was having an asthma attack. Why didn't I brew up a cup of tea? Why didn't I think to brew up a cup of tea, even though I drink tea every day because I'm a holistic healer myself? Why didn't I stop to brew the tea that I make every day? Let me tell you why. Listen here. There is no cure for asthma. Then I found out that I have a protein enzyme, aldolase, that I am missing that stops your lungs from opening up. I had asthma all my life. All my life. So I'm not going to get up here and pretend that I can fix asthma when there is no cure for asthma. So if you're a holistic healer, and I'm not going to bring the holistic healer's name into this because they don't know what's going on. And it's just the customers or whoever they're looking at. Oh, this person says they got an asthma blend. Well, fraud. Fraud, but they don't deserve that because they don't know what's going on. They truly don't. If you don't have asthma, then you don't know. There's not a cure for it. It's not a cure. Because the cure for asthma is oxygen. Walk with me, talk with me, walk with me, talk with me. This is 20 medicines that I have to take. Oh, hold on. Got it all? Yep, I think I got it all. I got it. Okay, these are 20 medicines that I got to take just to keep me breathing. These are the medicines that I have to take to keep me breathing. And this is not all my medicine. This is samples. These are samples that the hospital was kind enough to give me just so I wouldn't relapse. I literally left the hospital, tried to leave the hospital, going home normal. What? Another asthma attack. They put me back in the hospital because the air quality, the chemtrails is so bad. And did you know they're starting to vaccinate the skies? So they're vaccinating the skies. I'm so sensitive that I can't take all the biochemicals that they're putting out. That's how sensitive, you guys, that I am to the government poisoning us with biochemicals every day of our fucking life. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I know exactly what it is. The chemtrails is whooping my ass. The chemtrail, and y'all don't want to talk about it, but let's talk about it. No, we're going to talk about it. And I'm not going to be that holistic healer that is a fraud when it comes to an asthma blend. Why do you think I've never created a asthma blend? Because I know there is no cure for asthma. Why do you think Why didn't I just think to drink some tea? Oh my God, why didn't I just think to drink some tea? That's my permanent laugh for the rest of my fucking life. It hurts my feelings for y'all to say stupid shit. Like, why didn't you drink an asthma tea blend? Because I'm not a fake scientist. I'm not a fake holistic healer. I'm not a fake herbalist. And I, of all people, know that there is no herb that's going to cure asthma. I will not do you like that. Because number one, these herbs are genetically modified. They're not even real. Most herbalists are giving you fake genetically modified herbs that are killing you anyway. And then let's talk about mullein. You know, the only two herbs. Okay, let's talk about it. The only few herbs that help with bronchitis. Basically, y'all are treating bronchitis. Y'all are not treating asthma. You're treating bronchitis. But did you know mullein leaf is literally has an adverse reaction for people with O negative and O positive blood, which means black people? Mullein leaf is a tobacco. Mullein leaf is a tobacco. Now, mind you, nettle leaf does help soothe the inside of my bronchodilators. They do help soothe it. But when the universe said, I'm going to take your air, and that's that, ain't no herb, ain't no tea, ain't no nothing but oxygen that can get inside of me. You need oxygen to live. That's like y'all keep saying, man, you keep dying over there. You know, why you keep losing your air to your body? You know there's a herb for that. Huh? What herb is going to resuscitate you when you're coding and dying? You know, if people would, when they're dying, if they just stop and realize there's an herb for that, they wouldn't die. That's how stupid y'all sound. If nobody does CPR or give you oxygen, okay, there is no cure for asthma or death. Y'all sound stupid as fuck. That's like saying when people are dying, why didn't they just pray to their God? And why didn't their God just pull them out of that way? Y'all really think it's a herb for everything? It's not. And these holistic healers are frauds, baby. I'm the only holistic healer that's going to give you your truth. Until we can get clean air, clean water, clean food, the chemtrails gone, and the dirt, and the soil that is tainted, fixed, you're taking in dirty herbs that have no effect. Y'all are pretending. You're pretending to be healed. Because how are you healing in an environment that's still shooting down chemtrails every day? How is your food healthy and pure when the soil is tainted every day? You don't have the original alkaline herbs. And then half of the holistic healers don't know that they're giving y'all acidic herbs. They're giving you genetically modified acidic fucking herbs. They're giving you a genetically modified fucking herbs. You see that? I can't even. Why didn't I just think to get some tea? Oh my God, if I only got some tea, this would have never happened. I'm fighting to breathe right now. And y'all are talking to me about tea. can't be this dumb. I need oxygen to open me up. It's oxygen. Why do you think there's only 3 treatments for asthma? When you go in the hospital, you know what they do to open before they intubate you, before they put you on a ventilator? The end result of asthma is they got to go in, intubate you, and open your lungs to let the air come in, to let the air come in, to let the air come in. And that's the one thing I was scared of. I said, don't put me on that goddamn ventilator, because that's the number one way that people die. That's the number one way people die. And I would not let them put me on a fucking, I said, you're not going to intubate me. You're not going to do it. The only cure they give you, the only treatments when you go in the hospital is inhaler, which don't work good for me. And it never does. It never worked good for me. I gotta take a actual muscle relaxer to make my lungs relax from bronchodilating, bronchospazzing out. Gotta take a muscle relaxer, and I gotta take a Xanax because when I was trying to walk and it would zap me out and it would shoot my heart rate up past 140 and it would shoot my oxygen down to in the 80s. So it gave me tachycardia. It was like I was having a heart attack every day because my lungs was fighting to breathe. I didn't have enough oxygen. I couldn't take in enough oxygen because, come to find out, through blood testing, I have a protein enzyme that I'm missing called aldolase that won't let your lungs open up. So it puts me in acute respiratory failure. These are the only treatments. That's how little research asthma has. And if I don't take those 20 pills to keep my lungs open, I will die. And I've coded. I've been in the hospital 5 weeks. I couldn't tell you how many times I was on bed rest because if I got up to go to use the bathroom, my lungs was pumping so hard. My heart was pumping so hard to keep my lungs open. So what herbs you got for that? You don't. I want the holistic community to stop lying. So herbs are good for some things, yes. Cancer, yes, because cancer is a parasite. Sickle cell, yes, because it deals with the red blood cells and we can repair the red blood cells. Okay? HIV, because it's a parasite. We can pull parasites out of the body. But every man-made disease can be reversed. Is asthma man-made? You need oxygen in order to breathe. So when you're dying, does anybody go get herbs to resuscitate you back? What do they do? What do they do? Look at all this. inhalers. I got 2 inhalers. Breathing treatment. And 20 medicines to keep my lungs open. Where did you see a herb? When you're going into exacerbated asthma, which now I have chronic asthma that could kill me. And they are so worried about me. That's why they kept me for 5 weeks, because I have chronic asthma so bad all my life that they can't control it now with the allergies, with the chemtrails. They said the air quality is so bad this year. People, I've never seen so many cases of people dropping dead from asthma. It's bad, y'all. They said asthma season, allergy season was the worst by far this year. Do you know why? Because our air quality is shit. The hole in the ozone layer is pulling some nasty chemicals through that is taking us out. And it sent your girl into acute respiratory failure. So, are we going to keep lying to each other? Or are we just trying to make money off of tea blend? I got to do breathing treatments like clockwork around the day. If not, my lungs will. But I'm going to find the cure for cancer. I'm going to find the cure for asthma. I have to. My life depends on it. But I will not be that healer that gets up here and lie to you, because there is no herb that's going to give you oxygen when you're having an asthma attack. Why do you think when you're having an asthma attack? When you're having an asthma attack, the number one thing you got to do is hyperventilate into a bag. Why do you think if you can't get to the hospital within 5 minutes of your asthma attack starting, if you don't find a brown paper bag so that you can give yourself oxygen, hyperventilate into? Now let's talk about the word hyperventilation. You're hyperly ventilating air in and out of your body that you can't get. So say if I'm somewhere and I'm nowhere near a hospital, I have to find a brown paper bag and I have to hyperventilate to try to CPR myself back oxygen that I'm not getting. Because there is no cure for asthma. When the universe says, all right, you're not breathing anymore, I'm going to take your air. The universe will take your air. We are fighting for air. We're fighting for air. We're not fighting for herbs. It's so insulting when y'all get up here. I'm not being cocky. I'm not being none of those things. But I'm one of the greatest healers of my time. One of the greatest. You can go talk to my customer. I got a 95% customer return rate for taking out the big C word, for taking out STDs, for taking out, hell, I even do good with sickle cell chemotherapy patients. Baby, there's nothing that I can't heal besides asthma, because asthma can't be treated. And the only way to treat asthma is oxygen, which I don't even have as I sit here talking to you. I'm struggling to fucking talk to you, and I can't. Oxygen. Nobody gets it. It's like there's an herb for that. No, the fuck it ain't. I'm dying because I can't get my lungs to open up to give me enough asthma. It's so insulting. It's so insulting. We, as holistic healers, got to start telling the people the truth. We cannot heal you if the air is dirty, the water is dirty, the food is dirty, and the herbs are fake. 90% of the herbs that y'all are taking in are fake. It's genetically modified. Why do you think I'm the only healer, the only holistic healer whose herbs are not fake? They're not acidic. All of my herbs, that's why I tell y'all, all my herbs are alkaline, non-genetically modified. That's why it cost me almost $1,000 to make one batch, because my herbs aren't fake. They're not acidic. And they're not genetically grown in a lab. My shit comes from the root of the earth. I would never do you like that. I can't call myself a healer if I'm giving you herbs that are made out of the lab. And every herb that comes through y'all today, like how y'all use St. John's wort, it's fake. It's genetically modified. Did you know that? Green tea, fake, made of a lab, genetically modified. All y'all doing is drinking hot toxins. That's all y'all are doing is drinking hot, artificial herbs. I'm not doing that to you. I won't do it to you, because that makes me a fraud. Do you understand that? I'm the realest holistic healer out here smoking. And I promise you, I'm not going to tell you, I got an asthma tea blend. Now, treating bronchitis, man, blue vervain. Okay, sarsaparilla. Okay, I actually want to do a show where I teach you guys about herbs, and I show you how to properly use herbs, and we break down the medicinal properties of herbs, because they're not teaching you right. And if your holistic healer is giving you genetically modified herbs made from the lab and never from the root of the ground, you get away from that person. They're gonna fucking kill you. They're gonna fucking kill you. Why the only thing, there's only a few herbs for the lungs. And they're horrible, because mullein leaf can have an adverse reaction. Every time I take mullein leaf, I said, shit, it's not working. Every time I take mullein leaf, blue vervain, sarsaparilla, and nettle leaf, blend them together. Yeah, it helps soothe my throat. It opens my throat to help the air come in. But you see, I got a genetic problem where I'm missing a protein enzyme where my lungs won't open up for me. So I really think it's an asshole of y'all to get up here and act like you don't know my resume, or to act like you don't know who I am, or who you to act like you don't know what I do. And a lot of your healers are lying to you, and I can work circles around them, but that we're not here for that, because I'm gonna do a video, and when I expose what these healers are giving y'all, you're gonna be so mad at your holistic healer for not really caring about your fucking health the way that I do. None of these healers went to MLT school. None of these healers have had herbal medicine as a class. None of these healers have studied herbs and science. They're just getting up here reading books and putting herbs together like a cooking recipe. And I'm pissed about it. I'm very pissed about it, because it's irresponsible. As a doctor, you don't do that. But the fact that everything that I got It's oxygen-based, originate. There's no herb that gives you oxygen immediately. I'm fucked for the rest of my life. I'm fucked. I tried to step out, be normal the other day. The air quality is so bad, it fucked me up again. I said, these goddamn chemtrails. You cannot be a holistic healer while the chemtrails are blowing down on these people. Did you know they're starting to vaccinate us with aerosol vaccinations? Oxygen is the only cure, only treatment. So once again, why didn't I think to drink a tea as I was dying? You know what? When people start to die, I'm just going to say, well, just drink a tea. When people die, don't they have to be resuscitated? Let's start, what do they say? Quick, get the AED. Let's start CPR. What is CPR? We are pushing on the lungs to get oxygen in the lungs, people. This is what I'm talking about. You holistic healers are not smart. And your customers are even just as dumb. Because when death comes our way, what do we say when death comes our way? Let's start resuscitation. Let's start CPR. Let's start to compress on the lungs, to open the lungs up to get the air in it, because the lungs said, you're dead. Why do you think when people have a heart attack, they stop? They're oh my God. First thing to go is asthma. First thing to go is oxygen. When you're having an asthma attack, first thing to go is what? Oxygen. You need oxygen to live. You don't need no tea to fucking live. You need oxygen to live. But you don't want to have that conversation, do you? Because you didn't finish going to school for what you needed to go to school, and that was holistic healing. Some shit ain't natural. Some shit you just can't alkaline, natural doula your way out of. There's some things that just can't be healed by no goddamn herb. If you're leaving this life, you think a paramedic is going to say, pull over, let's cook them some tea? Well, why didn't I think of to drink some tea every time my oxygen left me? It's an insult for y'all to get up here and do this. And you know who I am. That's crazy. You know who. Ain't no Dr. Yaka. Ain't no Crystal Alkaline Doula. Ain't no. And then here's the crazy thing. I have Dr. Layla Africa. I got fucking Dr. Sebi. I got all of these true healers who know that some of this shit in the holistic field is a fraud. Some of this shit is a fraud. If your holistic healer is giving you genetically modified fruit, baby, it's over with. And Dr. Valentine, Delbert, Bobby Hemmett, and Dr. Sebi talks about it all the time. They say, ain't no way you out here treating people with genetically modified herbs. They said if you were out here taking genetically modified herbs and genetically modified fruit, baby, you're dead. That's like me saying, this piece of beef jerky is really good. Sweetheart, that's not jerky. That's plastic. This jerky is so good. That's what the conscious community look like. Following these dead health trends. Y'all out here eating wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is genetically modified herb. Y'all are out here taking spirulina. Spirulina is bad for you. It's toxic. A lot of these herbs y'all are not researching. A lot of these herbs y'all are not reading. A lot of these herbs y'all are not getting into. The only thing that gives you pure chlorophyll is going to be chlorophyll. It's not going to be spirulina. And I get mad about y'all. I get mad about that. Y'all are out here in these fake ass herbal stores. That's why I created my herbal stores, to be different from everybody else, because I know that they're giving y'all fake herbs, fake remedies that ain't gonna work. Some of y'all out here taking St. John's wort to this day. And did you know it's made by a man in a lab and it's acidic? A lot of the herbs that y'all are taking are acidic and genetically modified and came out of a fucking lab. Even a lot of the supplements and herbs y'all are taking, especially if you're getting it from Walmart, Target, did you know there's a war on fake herbs? Hold on, let me go and pull this up. Because you know it's an Illuminated card game for it. Hold on, because now we're playing too much. When y'all play, see, you're not about to play with my health. You're not about to play with my health. Go play with somebody else, but you're not about to play with mine. When I know too much. Baby, I know way too much. You better go find somewhere safe to play, because you're not going to kill me. You just not going to kill me. Most of y'all don't know it. It is a sick, twisted thing that the government is doing. And 90% of your herbs are fake. Look here. Why do you think they got freaking food as an Illuminati card game? Huh? Because that's like saying, we eating hot dogs today. No, the fuck you're not eating hot dogs today, baby. You're eating genetically modified food. This is what genetically modified food, bioengineered. It's called frankenfood. It's called soil and green, baby. Why do you think they're doing this stuff? It got genes from a Finley, a French fry, I can't even read that good. Hold on, let me get us a better version. They are playing in your face. And these holistic healers are playing in your face because they know this holistic trend is really big. So they know that it's like snake oil medicine, almost. Why do you think my business, the way I operate, is completely different from the way all of these other people operate? I heard Dr. Yaka recommending fucking grapefruit to somebody. No, the fuck you don't. You do not ever give anyone grapefruit. Why do you think when people take grapefruit, they die from it? Why do you think when people on blood pressure medicine or diabetes medicine can't take grapefruit because it'll kill them? Because there's an additive in that grapefruit that is... Grapefruit don't even have any seeds. If your holistic healer is giving you fruit or treating you with fruit with no seeds in it, baby, fuck it. You might as well lay down and die. That's like me giving you a man with no seeds in him. He can't reproduce. That's like me giving you a woman with no eggs in her. She can't reproduce, so that means she's not the real thing. How's she gonna have a baby if she ain't got no real eggs in her? How he gonna produce babies if he ain't got no real seeds in him? That means they're genetically modified. That means they are clones. They're not real humans. Cannabis compound could protect us from deadly fungal disease. You see, it's natural. It's a root. It's a root. It comes from the ground. That's why the scientists and the United States said, well, let's make cannabis illegal. Let's make it legal now. Let's make money off of it. You know why they're making money off of it? Because they took what heals you out. They took what heals you out. Actually, You know what's best for asthma? Weed. Because it opens you up when you hit that weed, and it literally takes that bronchospasms away. And I'm tired of y'all promoting methylene blue. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because now y'all want to play. Do not take methylene blue. Do not take that. Shit will kill you. None of your medicine is supposed to have side effects. None of it. None of it. Now, all right, look at this Franken food. Now, what did I tell you? What did I just show you about the beef jerky? What did I just show you? This beef jerky sure is good. Baby, that ain't no beef jerky. That's aluminum. No, you can't tell me this is holistic made. This is 100% vegan. Beef jerky is soursop jerky. Oh, and I'm going to talk to y'all about soursop too, because a lot of y'all alkaline food eaters, number one, when you cook your food, you destroy the alkalinity in your food, so therefore nothing is alkaline anymore. You cannot apply heat, which is a chemical change, and this is where we got to come in and be scientists. This is where we got, the holistic community are not scientists. Once you add fire to anything, it becomes a chemical change. It changes the molecular chemical structure in the food. Therefore, you just stole all the nutrients. You just burned up all the nutrients. Anytime you cook food, you cook out the nutrients. That's why when you eating your food, by the time you get done cooking it, you have no nutritional value in it because you done cooked all the goddamn nutrients out of it with the chemical change of fire oxidation. Why do you think when you burn down a building, the rock, the sheetrock, the wood, the brick burns down to nothing? Chemical oxidation. Because you've added fire and it made a chemical change. Science goes a long way. So y'all up here thinking you're eating hot dogs. Girl, it said it got genes from a firefly, a french fry, a tomato, and a Toyota. But yeah, let me hear how the holistic community is 100. Genetic manipulation creates a tangy taste treat with a special side effect. Add one element of your choice to any place you control as long as it doesn't have the opposite alignment already. You may not remove or reverse an alignment with this card. This requires an action from a science group. It's going to take science to reverse the bullshit they did. The new alignment is permanent. You will remove it. You may do this at any time. The new alignment is permanent. Why did I tell y'all? Them herbs is fake. And once they make them fake herbs, you ain't going to heal. There's no nutritional value in fake herbs. That's why you're not healing now. And a lot of y'all won't admit to it. But the herbs that y'all are taking is not healing y'all. I can feel it too. I can feel a difference in it too. I was like, oh, that herb is not real. Because I've had real herbs. And I've had genetically modified herbs. And I'm telling you, them real herbs get you together real quick. Get you together real quick. Let me go ahead and find this. I think it's fake healing. Let me see. Here it is. Huh. What'd I tell you? That's why this holistic trend is another hoax. This alkaline trend is another hoax. Listen here, sometimes you don't need alkalinity in your body because some of the acid in your body needs to kill certain things. This shit is so bad. The Illuminati card game said, hey, fake healing. Fake healing. Fiendish fluoridators. Fiendish fluor. Y'all, this is horrible. I feel so horrible because y'all don't understand what's going on. Do you think the government is literally going to let your medicine work for you? I know you ain't out here thinking that they're going to let you really heal yourself with herbs. You out here thinking that? Bruh. Why do you think they're telling you that psychiatrists are fake? Why do you think they're telling you that? Because they know the truth. They know the truth. Why do you think they got a picture of George Bush with fake mutated broccoli? Fake mutated broccoli. Don't forget how they got up there and they offered you a hamburger if you went and got a vaccine. Nasty work. Give me this fake healing card in a bigger form. Dang it. Why do you think they're telling y'all that X-ray kills y'all in this Illuminati card game? You guys are not paying attention at all. Give me that. Here it is. Here it is, right here. The Pills of Bob, Not a Drug, Book of the Subgenius, Health, the Industrial Diet, and Bad Things. At least one healing or casting out of demons is required at each service. They're literally telling you it's demons. They're giving you fake pills. They're giving you fake herbs. If no member requires a healing, then a fake healing must be hell. A fake healing must be hell and will generate equal slack, meaning it will make you more sicker. Book of Subgenius, starting your own church. And it really impressed the pinks, meaning it impresses all these holistic vegan people who are thinking oh God, I'm so healthy, I'm alkaline, I'm vegan. I'm alkaline and I'm vegan. How can you be alkaline and vegan if you have franken food, franken vegetables, franken air, franken water, franken soil, franken pills, franken medicine, and franken herbs? How? How do you think you're fucking healthy? I can't wait to show y'all this video where Bobby Hemming and all them talking about if you're eating fake genetically modified herbs or fruit with no seeds in it to wrap it up. They said, how can you be vegan, but you eating food with no seeds? It's fake. It's not real. It says, play this card on your turn to reduce the resistance of any group of the controlled area and in your hand to 0 until the end of the current turn. Fake healing. So the holistic alkaline industry is playing your ass left and right. Let me go ahead and help you too. They playing your ass left and right. That's why I hate those stores, and that's why I started my own store. If you're drinking green tea, you're a fucking fool. Don't. It's genetically modified. What did I tell you? Toxic teas to avoid. Lipton Pure Green Tea, Allegro, Celestial Season, Tazo, Tavana, Yellow Label black tea, Tetley green tea, Twinings, Republica tea, Tea Forte, Mighty Leaf, Trader Joe's Tetley, black tea. Don't do it. Uncle Lee's Legends of China green tea and jasmine green tea, King Cole orange pico, Yogi and Alero. Baby, they tricking your ass. Now let's look up genetically modified herbs. What are GMOs? A genetically engineered food is a plant or meat product that has had DNA artificially altered in a laboratory by genes from another plant, animals, viruses, or bacteria in order to produce foreign compounds in that food. This type of genetic alteration is not found in nature. Not found in nature. Not found in nature. Many of the foods we currently eat have been genetically altered, and we don't know which ones without labeling. Huh? But you gonna keep doing it, huh? There are 522 that require mandatory labels for genetically modified food and ingredients. Yeah, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Stop playing with me. Y'all are out here eating wheatgrass, spirulina. That shit will kill you. Will kill you. But y'all don't care because you got a holistic healer now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Watch this. Your holistic healers are lying to you so goddamn bad that they are giving you acidic herbs which are making you sicker and gonna keep you sicker. I don't do that. I give you alkaline, non-genetically modified herbs. That's why I pride myself on that. I will never give you anything that will kill you, make you sicker, or will hurt you. That is my oath. That is my oath. But that's not this oath to these holistic healers because they don't know anything about biochemistry. They don't know anything about herbal medicine. They don't know. But I'm going to break it down to you today. Did you know acidic herbs are thyme, oregano, sage, horehound, parsley, garlic, rosemary, basil, spearmint? Please. Do not put this shit in your body. Why you think I don't never, ever, 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 ever recommend oregano to you? Oregano is so potent. The tannins in oregano is so potent that it would actually destroy every good and bad bacteria you had in your body, stripping you of your health, therefore making you worse. Hold on. Oregano is a potent herb that can have health benefits when consumed in moderation. However, it can also be too strong for some people, especially when used in large quantities. Oregano oil, for example, can kill both what? Good and bad bacteria. But your favorite holistic healer keep throwing oregano in everything. You see, they don't know what I know. That's why I said, can't nobody fuck with me. Can't nobody fuck with me on this herb shit. Are you out your mind? They killing y'all. They are killing y'all. They are killing y'all with fake healing. You think the government is really going to give you the cure for the diseases that you're going through? Okay. Didn't I tell you the government is not your friend? A lot of y'all are not even supposed to have mint. Spearmint. Bad for you. Spirulina. Bad for you. Now. Dr. Sebi had a big old list of all the things that all these herbs that were fake, like wheatgrass. I know y'all ain't out here still eating wheatgrass. It's become a trend because the government is like, okay, we got a patch of grass over here. Let's sell it. Let's make it available. So that's how they got wheatgrass. So just tell me if this is not genetically modified. Wheat and grass. When have you ever seen wheat grow grass? Wheat, grass. Wheat grass. Wheatgrass. Now let's pull up wheat. This is wheat, and then this is grass. That's like saying pine and apple. That's why you're not supposed to eat pine and apple, because it's pine tree and an apple genetically modified cross hybrid into a lab. That's why you're not supposed to eat pineapple, because pineapple actually eats you. Did you know that it's an enzyme, a protein enzyme inside a pineapple, and it literally eats you? The only time I would eat pineapple is if I had so much mucus exacerbated in my lungs and I couldn't get the mucus out fast enough. That's the only time I would eat a pineapple, because I know the pineapple will eat the mucus, and at the same time it's going to eat the mucus. I got to be prepared, because it's going to eat me too. That's why when you're eating pineapple, you start scratching and breaking out and all that stuff. Yeah, it's eating you. Everyone is allergic to pineapple. I want y'all to stop this shit. If it ain't in a juice, don't use it, because the enzyme is going to eat you back. It's going to eat you back. Why do you think these names are horrible together? Pineapple, wheatgrass. Don't get me started on beets. Beets is the worst thing you can eat. Grape and fruit. Grape and a fruit. Grape and a fruit. Grapefruit don't even have seeds in it. And Surviving Vegan and Dr. Yaka is really out here telling y'all to implore grapefruit in your diet. I've never been so pissed at the holistic community as I had that time I heard them say that bullshit. Why are we eating grape and a fruit? Grape is already a fruit. Why would we have, listen to what this shit says. Why would you have to eat a grapefruit if grape was already a fruit? Why doesn't a grapefruit look like an actual grape, but it's been oversized to be this big with no seed? Why do you think you can't have, when you're taking medications, then they say, hey, if you're taking any medications, the only thing good in pineapple juice is the bromelain. But even bromelain, it still eats. It's an enzyme. See, this is why we need science. It's an enzyme. We don't need enzyme and that's why I want y'all to stop eating pineapple on your food, because pineapple, that enzyme in the pineapple makes the meat so tender that it breaks the protein down so fine. That's why you're not supposed to eat pineapple with your meat. Okay? That's why you're not even supposed to mix watermelon with your dinners. You're not supposed to mix fruit with your food. There's so much holistic healing that you guys don't know about. It's not even funny. Beets are fake. Beets tear down that liver. Turmeric is fake. Turmeric, why do you think all the Indians, when I was in the hospital, the number one patients we had with liver failure was, guess what? Surprise, surprise, the Indians who couldn't stop eating turmeric every day. And now turmeric is literally killing your liver because it's a genetically modified herb. It's not real. I'm treating a patient right now who was using turmeric all her life. Once I pulled her off that turmeric and reversed her liver disease, this lady haven't left my side. And she's becoming one of my family. That's my family. I give her viral reject free because I saw what that turmeric did to her fucking liver. Why do you think the government keep making turmeric popular? If the government is making any herb popular, stay away from it. Run. Run. Now, let's pull up grapefruit. Where is the fucking seed in this orange? This is a picture of a grapefruit. Where's the seed in this orange? That's a Valencia blood red orange. Now, when we put up a blood orange, let's go ahead and pull up a blood orange. Ain't that the same fucking thing? Okay. You see how they tricking you? Now let's pull up a grape. Now that's a grape. So why are we calling this a grapefruit? Which is it? So it's two grapes now? It's two grapes now? That's crazy. Why do blood oranges look exactly like grapefruit? Where are the seeds in this fucking fruit? But your favorite holistic healers are offering you grapefruit like it's the cure to cancer. Them holistic healers killing y'all. Okay? I won't do it. I refuse to kill you. I love you too much. I need you too much. I have too much information up here that I know I can't give it to you or you will die. But you won't trust in me.